This model shows you a long bone from several different perspectives. First of all, let me show you that a general long bone is divided into this fatter region that's part of a joint and this skinnier region, sometimes called the shaft of the long bone. This fatter region up here is called the epiphysis. Epi, it is on top of the long bone. The shaft itself is called the diaphysis, and within the diaphysis we see that there is yellow. This is yellow bone marrow storing fat. If we take a look over here, this is a section through the epiphysis, actually, of the femur and through the diaphysis, right? Within this region, we actually have red bone marrow, right, which is essentially making all of the formed elements of your blood. Okay, let's go back over here for just a second. We can see that there's a 1 and a 2 and a little line here. What this is showing you is, number 2 is kind of the surface of the bone itself. Number 1 is showing you this nice vascular layer here, which is called the periosteum. So peri for perimeter, right, is going around the entire perimeter of the bone, except for up here. And ost means bone. Okay, so that's the periosteum. Okay, let us go a little farther here. So back to our section. There are 2 different types of bone tissue. We have the compact bone on the outside and we have the spongy bone on the inside. And again, this is what houses your red bone marrow. Right, if we were to take a section through the side of the bone, we would see both compact bone and spongy bone. And so that is what this is showing us over here. All right, just for a little perspective, this here on the outside is our periosteum. Okay, see, it's very vascular. These are red and blue blood vessels. And this, of course, a section through the compact bone. All the way on the inside here, we can see the beginning of the spongy bone. Okay, just a few things to point out here. We can see that there are layers of bony tissue going around the entire outside of this part of the model. Those are called the circumferential lamellae. Right? Here we can see that there are lots of different cylinders within the bone. These cylinders are called osteons, and we actually have one osteon, which is kind of pulled up and out of the model for us so that we can actually see that there are little layers. The layers are called lamellae. The cylinder itself is called the osteon. And all the way within that osteon, we have a canal containing nerves and blood vessels. That is the central canal. Okay. Final part of this model, this here, is essentially zooming into 2 different osteons. Here's 1, here's 2. Central canal in the middle. We can also see the layers called lamellae. Now, wedged in between those layers, we have these little cavities here. These cavities are called lacunae, and they house osteocytes, so the mature bone cells. Okay, we can also see that there are little lines that are kind of connecting adjacent lacunae. These are called the sorry, oh my goodness, it's actually not even on your list, but these are called the Canaliculi. Right, that's going to be a lecture term. Sorry about that, a little brain fart there. Okay, so again, the entire thing is an osteon. The individual layers are lamellae. These little holes are called lacunae, and within them reside osteocytes.